everybody, this is my next car story, and I think you'll really enjoy this one. I have twin brothers who are 3 years younger than me. So again, I'm talking about my high school days and my car at the time. So my dad, before he bought my car, he had a brand new El Camino. You remember that? I guess it was a truck because it had a truck bed on it, but it kind of swoops down in the back. Looked like half car, half truck. And did y'all see my rabbit just run by behind me? She's outside on the pool deck. I'm sitting right in front of the glass window. Got cold today too. I should define cold. Like 65. Okay, anyway. My dad's El Camino. I used to drive it to school. But they made me take my brothers to school. Which, you know, what teenage girl wants to take their little brothers with them? So my friends rode in the front with me, and we made them ride in the back of the truck. Now, this thing would go, I think it went at least 120. I can't remember for sure where the dial stopped on the speedometer. Wherever it was, we had the needle laying on the top of the dial. So it was somewhere between 100 and 120, okay, but we had it laying on the top. My brother's in the back, and the best part, it's raining. Ever ride in the back of the truck in the rain at 120 miles an hour? Yeah. So anyway, my brothers are like beating on the back of the window, trying to get us to slow down. You know, of course, we think this is hysterical. Little brothers in the back of the truck, cold, wet, on the way to school. So they get to spend half the day, you know, cold and wet. My next story, after my dad bought my car for me, they again, following me and my friends around, my friends and I decided we were going to go to the springs. We have the springs, several different springs down here, and it's really hot in the summertime, and the springs are 72 degrees year-round. So we were going to the springs, and my brothers wanted to go. We have to pay per person to get into the springs. So to not have to pay for them was bad enough way to hang out with them. To not have to pay for them, we put them in the trunk. We you know, they had to ride in the car up until just outside the springs, and we pulled over. We told them to get in the trunk. And then as you turn to go up to the guard to pay, the road is kind of long, and it winds for a couple miles to get to that spot. So just to torture them a little bit more, we cranked the radio up really loud, so they're in the back screaming and yelling and beating on the back seat, trying to get us to turn the music down because it's hurting their ears because the speakers are right over their heads in the trunk. So we turned it down a little bit as we're coming up to the guard to pay. But they were starting to get hot back there. So they're complaining. It took a few minutes. There was a line. We had to wait in the line to pay. And it took a few minutes, and they wouldn't shut up. So we had to crank the music up again to drown them out so the guard wouldn't hear them. Well, we paid, and then we let them out once we got inside. I'm sure I have more stories of things that I did to my brother. Oh, I just thought of another one. Oh, this one was bad. My friend, Michelle, had a younger sister, Vanessa. And Vanessa was, I guess she was about the same age as my brothers. But they didn't hang out unless, you know, Michelle and I were hanging out, and we were forced to bring the siblings along, you know. So one night we were going to this church meeting, which was about an hour away. And I think only one of my brothers was with me in the back seat with Vanessa. Now, Vanessa could be really mean, and for some reason, she was in a foul mood that night. So my brother and her get in a fight in the back seat, which was funny at first. Me and Michelle are cracking up that, you know, my brother can't hit her because it's a girl. But I don't remember what it started. They started arguing. Next thing you know, she jumps him, and she's like fingernails clawing down his face and everything, and he's like doesn't know what to do. He can't hit a girl. He finally ends up having to smack her to get him off her or get her off him. And then she's like, I'm going to tell you, hit me. And we're like, okay, sorry, Vanessa, but he's got witnesses. He had to defend himself. We weren't going to get in the middle of it because, of course, we were laughing for most of it anyway. But, yeah, that was in the back seat of my car. And we never did make it to that meeting. We had to turn around and come back because my brother was kind of bloody from getting attacked by Vanessa. Okay. So those are my newest car stories. Tell me yours. Bye.